problems here. Hey guys, technical issue. My screen went completely black and I didn't know what to do. I was just looking at a black screen and I knew something was wrong. Hey Bridget, how are you doing? So I thought I would come on today and hang out with you guys for an hour or so, maybe a couple of hours. I think I'm going to set my timer for 2 hours. We'll just see how we do. I haven't gotten anything done this morning. It's just been crazy. My dogs are just driving me nuts, and we were supposed to have storms this morning, and I don't know what happened. It just, all right, I hear somebody talking in there. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, so when I got up this morning, the sun was too bright and I couldn't take photos. But I may have a solution to my photo problem. Hey, Esme, are you at work? Awesome. Okay, awesome. So I have a subscriber. Hey, Rita, are you also at work? Awesome. Okay, so I have a subscriber named Carol. Y'all probably know her, Pondale Carol. Hey, Carol, if you're watching later, she may have sent me a solution to my lighting problem. And if y'all were in my last live stream, we had talked about my lighting problem. I bought a ring light and I don't like it. Maybe I should have bought 2 ring lights. I don't know, but it's making everything look yellow and gross, and there's 7 settings and none of the settings help at all. So Carol was kind enough to send me a link to a set of lights that she uses. And so, yeah, I'm going to try to bring those up. And I think she's messaging me right now. So let me just see what she says. No, that's not her. Somebody is sending me a message, but I don't know who it is. Because I asked her if she could send me a photo that had been taken with these lights. But, and I thought that was her. I don't know who's messaging me. I have so many Facebook accounts now. It's crazy. So we're just going to take a look at this lighting kit. And I think I saw this kit when I was looking at the ring lights. And I thought, no, I'll just go with the ring light because everybody had been saying ring lights were so awesome. But that may be old news. Like maybe ring lights aren't so awesome anymore. I don't know. We're just going to take a look at this light kit. Now, I want to say it's pricey because it's under $100. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, these kind of lights. They're $89 for 2 lights and 2 tripods. And I've got so many tripods now that it's crazy. And they don't have anything on them because I had to ditch them. So anyway, if anybody's local to me and they want a ring light for free that I just bought, Esme, I'm talking to you. You got to contact me soon. I'm offering it to my daughter first, but I don't know that she needs it. And it's just sitting here, and I'm not going to ever use it again. But it might be great for what you're doing. Also have bubble wrap for you, Esme. Lots of bubble wrap. Never used, brand new, in the roll. Large. Come get it. Let's have lunch. Okay, so I'm just looking at this right now, and I remember looking at this set or something similar, but I think I was concerned that since these things are so skinny, that they weren't going to project the light out on the wall went, hey, I'm not even showing myself. I'm doing these great big, I'm doing, that's the wrong one. There. I was doing this great big thing. I was afraid that the skinny light was not going to project on the wall when I'm doing my mannequin and hanging photos. You're going to have one on each side. I did that with the umbrella lights, but they were big. They were umbrellas, and the light just went right on them. But I saw a comment on the reviews down here that somebody said, it lights up the whole area. Okay. So guys, do you think I should go for it? What I don't want to do is I don't want to get stuck with another set of lights that I paid good money for and then have them suck. And then I don't know what to do with them because Amazon's getting really, really picky right now about returns. And the chances of me with arthritis being able to package this up perfectly after I use it is next to nothing. So anyway, so it has multiple uses, professional photographers, videographers, LED ring light, unique light design, soft light. But one of the comments below said that you can make it super bright if you want to. So, that's really good that they said that. Now, you don't know that these people who are doing these reviews are not being paid for these reviews. That's the other thing. But so like if I do my jeans, it looks like I could put one above the other sort of. But then one comment in the review said that when you do this, the stand falls over. The tripod falls over. Now they're not falling over in this photo, but hey, Swamp Picker, hey, Chicken Toad, how are y'all doing? Joanne and Glenn, good to see you here. So if any of you ever use lights like this, let me know. Carol obviously has, and I prefer to buy something that someone I know is using and they like. The ring light that I bought, no one told me that they used it, but they told me they use ring lights, right? So I'm thinking a ring light is a ring light, right? Well, not always the case. And I didn't go with the cheapest one, but the one I bought was quite cheap because I want to make sure that I liked it and didn't spend a lot of money on something, that it's not going to work. So let's just go down here and see. Now it's got a 5-star rating. The 79%, I don't know if I like that or not. Pictured above are before and after the lights are on. I use them for filming. They are great and lightweight and dimmable. I also included a picture of my old box light compared to these. I don't know, that says laugh me off. Oh, in my opinion, I like these LED strips more. They are much brighter and spread better than the box light. So they're spreading. They are obviously take up less space. That's so true because I was thinking about buying another set of umbrella lights, but guys, I have limited space. If you go back and watch my video from yesterday, you will see how much space I have for photographing. It's not much space. And there were times I would just brush up against the umbrella with my arm and the whole thing would come crashing to the floor. And I lost 2 light bulbs because I did that. So with nothing sticking out on these like an umbrella, that might be more my thing. I will end up selling my box lights and getting 2 more of these instead. Now, why this person needs 2 more of them, I'm not really sure. But there we go. I don't know that this really tells me anything. I'm assuming that right there is the box light photo. And then they're just showing you the difference. I don't know. I don't really get those photos, but these lights are the best ever. I will need, if I need more, I'll definitely order them. It says the quality of the panels is decent. They're easy to set up. However, one area where I encountered some difficulty was adjusting the brightness of the lights. The control knobs provided on the panels did not offer precise control, making it challenging to achieve the desired level of brightness consistently. The lack of fine-tuning affected the overall quality of the lighting in my product shots. That bothers me because that's the same problem I was having with the ring light. I go through 7 settings, and then when I try to find the setting that I liked, there was like no way to tell there was no slide. There was no like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I couldn't remember. Oh, number 3 was a good one. it was hard. Let's see. This says they're so bright, almost blinding if you turn it to the highest setting. I also like how adjustable and slim these are. So fully amazed, like professional. What do you guys think? Do you think I should go for it for 89 bucks? Everybody put your opinion in there. I have terrible lighting, but I live with it, so I'm not the person to be able to advise you. Okay, well, I appreciate that opinion. This one's in Spanish. I can translate it, but you don't want to wait for me to do that. And I would probably, these are from other countries. Okay. Now this one says I used it 3 times and it went dim as the picture shows. It seems it says adopter's problem, but I'm thinking they say adapter's problem. This wasn't great light, but now it's worse, not as good as price over $100. So one of theirs went dim. This full power, but they're saying they think it might be the adapter. So what do you think I should do? Go for it? Nobody's saying anything except Esme. Wait, I don't know. Let's start off some juju. I've made $22 today. I'm a little like, today's just not that awesome. Let's do the old juju song, see if that works today. I hope that gives you some good luck, guys. All right, in a little bit here, I'm going to invite people to come on and work if they want. Hey, Todd, how are you? Thanks for dropping in, dude. Yeah, in a little while, I'm going to invite people to come in and work if they want to. I got so much to do, but I got to stop at noon because I got some podcast stuff to do, and I've been really lax in that area, and today I'm going to do it. Okay. So what I wanted to show you today is I had a request from someone that they wanted to see how I inventory items every day. I normally inventory 2 boxes. There are between 7 and 10 items in each box, but last week I did nothing. As you guys know, I was out of town several days, and so this week I'm inventorying 4 boxes. I'm doubling up to make up for last month. So we're going to take a look here. Normally it takes me 10 minutes to inventory 2 boxes or 14 to 20 items. It's going to take me longer because I'm going to have to switch the screens, and normally I have one screen on one screen and one document on one screen and one on the other. But so let me go ahead and start presenting, and you just work along. And this is for the person, I think I can go ahead and say it. It's Naisha. Naisha requested that I show how I do this. So thank you, Naisha, for an idea for a topic. And then anybody that wants to come in after that, hey, Bridget, you're back. Good to see you. Okay, so we've talked about before how my items are now stored by pattern. So what I do is the ones that are in green, that means they're all in one box. Okay, the ones that are in yellow, they're all in one box. That helps me for later if, let's say, I can tell that the box is super, super full. I have a really thick item in my hand to put in that box, but I can tell that there's only like 1 space left. I will go to a different box and put it in. That just helps me tell what's in the box. So this is where I ended on Monday. I ended with this box, inventorying it. So today I'm going to start on floral 225, and this box goes to 231. And then the next box is 232 to 238. And I hope this may be so boring for you guys, but I would be curious to know in the chat, how many of you even do inventory on a regular basis? How many of you ever do it at all? If you have over 3,300 items like I do, it's pretty much essential, because when I go through 2 boxes, 1 item is not listed on eBay. And that's just how it's been. Now, recently I've been luckier, and I think it's because I'm in my new inventory system and this stuff isn't as old, but things tend to roll off, right? And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what's in my boxes that is no longer listed online. That's what I'm trying to do. Doing this method, it's not helping me. Sometimes I can figure it out if it's listed, but I don't have it. But normally it's just the other way around. I have it, but it's not listed, and I can't sell it if it's not listed. The way it rolls off like that, we always go, well, how do things get unlisted on eBay? Well, one of the theories is that if somebody buys something from you and then they ask you to cancel the order, when you cancel the order, it gives you the option of relist or no. And what some people think is that if you say, yes, relist this item, that sometimes, not always, but sometimes eBay doesn't pick it up and relist it. Now, if you're conscientious and you have all the time in the world, you might go back and make sure it got relisted. I don't have that kind of time. So about a year ago, I stopped putting yes. When I cancel an order, and I open the item up first in another window, and it says relist, I say no, and I cancel the order. And then I go up to that window and I hit relist my own, and I relist it. And actually I put it in my drafts. I put it back in my draft queue. I don't actually relist it that same day, because I list 12. I want 12 to go live, and that's it. The only time I'll ever relist it immediately is if somebody like bought it. Let's say they put the wrong address and they cancel and they're going to buy it again in the next 5 minutes. Then I'll relist it for them. What was my question? I don't know. Oh, my question was, do you inventory items, Esme? Now, Bridget does all hers at once. Oh my God. And Bridget has a lot of items. Hey, Jersey Gypsy's here. How are you? Good to see you here. Welcome. Esme, does that mean you don't do inventory? Oh gosh, I don't know. I also, when I inventory, I find mistakes. So if I find a mistake while I'm inventorying, hey, I go ahead and do it. So what happens is this spreadsheet is on my left usually. And when I have the items in my hand, like 225 and 225X, I go real quick, Alfred Dunner, Sag Harbor, making sure that those two match. Now, when I got this yoga in December, I had a problem because it has that OneDrive or OneNote thing, and it kept backing up the sheet. And then I would back up over it onto my computer, but I didn't know I was doing that. And so I have like duplicates. I have things that are not there. So that's why I make sure. Is this Alfred Dunner Sag Harbor? Yes, it is. All right, so we're going to take that off of there. And so then what I do is I go to my Poshmark. Now, anything listed on my Poshmark Closet should be listed on eBay. So I just really quickly type in floral 225. I always put an E at the end. Okay, there's my Alfred Dunner. And I'm going to put an X, and there's my Sag Harbor. Okay, now, if, let's just say, there are some items in Poshmark that are not listed on eBay, and the main ones are t-shirts by rock bands and musicians, because I found out a couple years ago that some of the items that I had that I was selling on eBay were counterfeit. And so I left them on Poshmark. So that's really the only time I can think of that they would be on Poshmark and not on eBay. Or I sold it on eBay and I forgot to take it on Poshmark. But Poshmark doesn't slap your hand very badly, so I don't worry that much about it. Bob Ross is another one. Bob Ross, the artist who used to have a PBS show. His items, I got a Vero on that on eBay. So I took it off of eBay and I left it on Poshmark. Also, at that time when I was realizing I had like probably 10 or 15 t-shirts that probably were counterfeit, I just went through eBay and Poshmark and I just took them down, but I didn't take them out of my inventory. And I said, I'll just deal with it later. Well, now's later. So sometimes I'll find a t-shirt in here that's not listed. All right. Yeah, let's go to 226. So I'm going to have to switch screens. Okay, so 226 is Style & Company. 226X should be missing. 227 should be missing because I've sold them and I'll use them again. So let's just do 226 real quick. It's hard. I need to get my fingernails done. They're terrible. Okay, there's that one. And then I said, but I'm going to look in my box anyway just to see if these are, see, I told you this is going to take a little longer because I got to switch screens. Okay, 226X and 227. So next one should be 228. All right, so here's a good example. I have two floral 228s. All right. I should not. So this, I'm going to fix this. The reason I do, like I said, was when I got this yoga, it was saving things on top of each other and it was bad. So let me show you how I do that if I find a mistake like that. All right, so we're going to do 228. Hopefully two of these will come up. Okay, so I have a snap dress and I have an Alfred Dunner top. So I'm going to go back over here. So the Alfred Dunner top was there. The dress, I'm just going to, I don't put any, I mean, I have my little thing here. I can write it all out. Oh, I'm sorry, this is snap. Fit, flare, mini. I just write a few things so that if I lose the item, I can find it. And this is size 13, and I have no idea when it was listed. Okay, so now I have two 228s. So what I do is I put that there, and that says, oh, Beth, when you go pull this, you're going to have two 228s. You make sure you pull the right one and you make sure you delete the right one, okay? And then on the sheet, I mean on the item, when I'm pulling the item, hope y'all can see this. I'll put an orange there. Highlighted in orange, 228 and 228. So when one of these sells and I pull 228 and it's orange, that tells me, okay, there's two 228s. Make sure you pull in the right one. These are my safeguards, guys. So this is more than just seeing if these items are there. It's also to find mistakes. All right. I got to go back up and see. Okay, is Lisa Jersey Gypsy? I have less than 100 items, but I do keep inventory lists, and 2 times a year I make sure I can identify every item if that's what you mean. Yeah, and when you have 100 items, it's so much more manageable. I sold something on Posh, forgot to take it off eBay. It's sold, then I found one on eBay to send out. Okay, now I have done that. I need to put my banner at the bottom, so if you make a sale during the show. I have done that, Glenn, especially when, the only time I know I really did that was when I was selling parts. And I sold a part on Mercari. It was a grinder, a grinding bean hopper for a grind and brew. And I sold it on Mercari and forgot to take it off eBay. And I sold it on eBay. And so I did the same thing. But I was honest with the buyer. And I said, for some reason, I don't have this. I'm going to buy you one and have it sent to you. And that's the only time I've ever, I guess, drop shipped. Yes. You're Lisa. Welcome, Lisa. It's so good to see you here. So what I do is if it sells on Poshmark and I forget to take it off of eBay, or it just sells twice on eBay, which it has done, I send them a 50% off coupon code, and I say, I am very sorry. I'm frustrated too. This is a glitch, even though technically it's not a glitch if it's sold on Poshmark. And to compensate you for your time and your, whatever inconvenience, here's a 50% off coupon for your next purchase. And so far, I have never had one person get mad at me. All right. So does everybody know Lisa? Where does everybody know Lisa from? Because I don't, Lisa, if you've been here, it's been a while. Okay, so that was 228. 229, I'm supposed to skip. 230 is Studio One, and 231 is Lane Bryant. So let's take a look at these and see if these are here. $230 and $231. All right, there they are. Okay, so that one box is done. That normally takes me 5 minutes. So what I will do is I will come over here and where'd it go? And I will make these yellow. Now, technically those should be yellow, but they're orange. All right, so I can see what's in each box. All right. So for instance, if I have a heavy sweater or something like that, and I want to put it in one of these boxes, I'm going to put it in this box because look how much space I have. Okay. But let's find another one. Well, I don't know. That's not a good idea. If there was just one here, I wouldn't put it in this box because then the box is going to be like overflowing. That's why I put the colors there. Is this as clear as mud? Oh, you see me on Johnny's morning show? Okay. Oh, y'all know Lisa from Johnny's show. Okay. All right. So are there any questions about how I do inventory? I don't want to keep this up here for, ever. I know this is boring to some of you, but I know this helps people. So I really appreciate Naisha asking me to do this and then when I finish inventorying this morning, I will write the numbers that I did and I will write 60623. So you can see the last time I did it was Monday. And I have over 350 items in my floral section. So I still have a few more days. And then I'll just start on the next boxes. It's a great system to know. Well, yeah, if otherwise you got to keep going out there all the time, Esme, to look at the boxes. Now, some people have their inventory in the same room they're in, and all they got to do is walk over there and say, do I have room in this box to put this big sweater? But I don't have that, right? So is anybody interested in coming on and working with me so that I don't have to hold this show down by myself? Again, if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, I did a quick tour of my inventory room, and I showed you my stations that I'm always talking about. And actually, I think I left a station off because there wasn't anything in the station. So I said I had 7 stations, and I only did 6. And I'm like, well, why is that? And I'm like, oh, because I didn't have any in that station. I worked on those today, and that station is empty. I don't know. Oh, I know you wish you had your inventory close by. My dad keeps telling me I need to get a storage unit, and I'm like, you're crazy. I don't want to go off the premises to get my inventory. I'm out there 20 times a day. I know I am. And it would be stressful for me. And when we move, that's going to be reality. I'm going to have a storage area, and I sure hope it's down the street from wherever we live because I'm pulling some marketplace orders. I have a few local pickups coming shortly, but I'm listening. Okay, awesome. So she's a Facebook marketplace seller. Okay, well, if you want to come in, I think what I can see, I'd rather not put the link in the chat. So if you want to come in, please just tell me and I'll send it to you privately. I don't know. I'm nervous about that. A lot of people have been having trouble with trolls coming into their live streams, and I don't need that, right? I'm used to it now. We go out once a day to pull orders and put items away. Yeah, but okay, so but aren't there times when people have questions that you have to have the item in your hand to answer, or do you just say, I'll get back to you, and then you never do? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure when it happens, I'll develop a system for that because you know me, I'm always developing systems, right? I have to have systems. But I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that. Although I am looking forward to retiring. I'm gonna knock that over. All right, so we're just gonna list, I guess, and answer the chat. You want one, Glenn? When you say send private, not in chat, do you want one? Or you're just suggesting private? Yeah, trolls can be bad. I know. I'm not. You're probably working right now, aren't you, Glenn? Okay, I got this Athleta dress. It's a purple heather dress. Long sleeve. Isn't that pretty? That's the one I'm getting ready to list right now. I am pricing it at $34.99 best offer. And see how it goes. So I'm putting it in the purple section of my inventory room. And so this is kind of what I'm talking about. I need to just keep this thing sharing. So I'm in the purple section. So I usually just go to the very next one, right? And here's another good thing, Esme, if you're still listening. Let's say I have two, or sometimes I'll have like 5 Whataburger shirts. Okay, I'll buy 5 Whataburger shirts at the same time, and they're all different sizes. Okay, I'm not talking about if they're the same size. If let's just say this was, you know, my orange section or whatever I was going to put it in. I don't want to pull the wrong one. So I would put one Whataburger shirt here, and I could see that it was in a box, right? I could see that was in one box. Then I go down to another box. I put another Whataburger shirt here. Then I go down to another box and I put another Whataburger shirt here. That is my safeguard from pulling the wrong shirt when I buy them. And there are several times I will buy 2 Catherine's tops. They're identical. 2 Avenue tops. They're identical. That's what I do. I put them in different boxes. So that's another way. Lisa, exactly, Esme. I made too much on eBay and Mercari in my booths last year. I am pulling off eBay inventory that's stale and listing it on Marketplace. Local pickup cash only now. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I think I can just stop sharing. Yeah. Okay, so not you. Okay. I figured you were at work. Hey, got to do what I got to do. Less packing and shipping. They are getting great deals too. No overhead and fees. Yeah, that's a lot of people I think are going over to Jamble right now, and I don't have an iPhone, so I can't even go over there to see what it's all about. There are no fees on Jamble right now at all. But what's today? The 7th? Yeah. And also did 2 yard sales in the last month and did well. Wow. What is that? What does that mean? Oh, Jamba. It's a Jamble. It's like Whatnot, but it's on iPhones only right now. They don't have Android. And if you go to VAD is Rad, any of her social media, she has got coupons and all kinds of promotional, like where you can get money to buy on Jamble, but there's no selling fees on Jamble right now at all. And she loves it. She's making tons of money over there. As I don't know if y'all know, but she got kicked off of Whatnot. Uh, the person we should not name, named NS, you know who she is, got Vanessa kicked off of Whatnot. And so Whatnot, she was making thousands of dollars a month on Whatnot, and now she's gone over to Jamble, and she's doing really, really well. Tamara, hi, you want to come in and work? Tamara, have you heard of Jamble? Now, I'm not interested in it because, I don't need it. I need another platform like I need a hole in the head. And plus, I don't have an iPhone. So, but they said they're working on getting it out to Androids pretty soon. So, I mean, I wanted to go over there and, see what it was all about, but I can't. So, I don't know. How are you, Tamara? I haven't seen you in a long time. I mean, I've seen you in some chats, but I haven't been on social media much. There's very few people right now that I watch live because I change my hours to work till noon, so I have to get it done. I'm surprised I'm doing this right now. She's still a thing. She's still out there scamming everybody's butt, and yeah, she is. What was the latest scam, Esme? Um, well, one scam she did is on Whatnot. She had these mystery boxes, and they were bidding them up really high. And in one of them, wasn't it an iPad, Esme? There was an iPad, a brand new iPad in one of them. So you didn't know which one the iPad was in. And by the time she got to the last box, there was no iPad. There was one where she was selling, God, what is that brand? Not Gucci. Well, anyway, she was selling something and she said it was this high-end brand for like $300, and it ended up being another brand with that name in it, but it wasn't that. There's just been a whole lot of stuff. There's been a lot of shill bidding over here there on her channel. Um, it's just been really bad. So she just she goes from platform to platform, basically. Yes, I know. The purses, mystery boxes, and she suddenly changed out the boxes. Yeah. And then she'd say stuff like, well, I don't have them here yet. Like, okay, well, how can you see what's in them if they're not there? You're sitting in the Lowe's parking lot. Okay. Mrs. Voldemort. That's hysterical. Oh, God, her mystery boxes. Well, people are. Well, hey, there's Sue. Is that Sue? Yeah. Hey, Sue. I have to admit, okay, I bought 2 States crates from her. And I got 4 items, and probably 2 of the 4 I didn't use and couldn't. I tried to sell them. I don't know if they ever did sell, but they obviously weren't reading what my style was, and after the second one I canceled, but I had a little bit of trouble canceling. In fact, I think I might have canceled after the first box and ended up getting the second box. It was kind of, I talked to her on email, and there was a little bit of animosity there about canceling, I think. Yeah, I did. I got sucked into it. Well, that's when I started back in the kind of corporate world, and I didn't have any clothes to wear to work, that were kind of dressy. So that's why I asked for was like more career wear. And I did. I got sucked in. No, States Crates was not the first time she started scamming, Tamara. No, I don't think so. Wasn't States Crates after the whole eBay thing where she sent all those hundreds of packages out for media mail or first class? And didn't she do States Crates after she got off of eBay, or am I wrong? I don't know. If I have my timeline, I have my timeline off since the beginning. And I also bought a Poshmark. I also bought a Poshmark course from her for $25. Did I learn anything from it? Maybe one thing that I didn't know, and I didn't realize that it was the way it was marketed. Maybe I'm stupid, but it was so basic. It was, which is good for people who've never done anything before. But I mean, it was like basically like turn on the computer, type in Poshmark.com. Like it was from the very beginning. So you had, by the time I just had to keep going, clicking until I got to something that even pertained to what I didn't possibly know about, which I ended up knowing about. But like it would be, say, promotions. Well, I'd go on that because like, well, how does she do her promotions, But all the other 50 videos before that were like, sign up for an account, I mean, it was just, I didn't do the planner. I got my own planner. And then she says she had a relative die, so it caused her to make mistakes, and then the postage scandal. Yeah, I think the postage scandal was, I sold a planner and sold out quickly. I wonder how that went. Okay, well, what happened with the plan? That's the other one. The planners, she sold them, and then it was for 1 year, right? And she sold them in like November, December. People weren't getting them until March, Tamara. And so for 3 months, they couldn't do anything in their planner. And some people didn't get any at all. And then when they asked for refunds, they weren't getting the refunds on, I mean, it was just, I always wanted to do a reseller's planner, but wasn't sure if it was worth it. Yeah, I thought about it too, because I was doing bullet journaling for people there for a while. I was designing bullet journals for people. And I really enjoyed it. But for the time that it took me to do the personalized journals, I would have had to charge way too much money. So I did them as giveaways instead. And they went over really well. People liked them. I sat with them for like 30 minutes and went over what their needs were and what kind of pages they needed. And it was fun. But now I don't have that kind of time anymore, as you guys know. So, caregiving is, it's just sucking a lot of the time. And I don't know, I'm still doing this podcast, so I feel like if I keep going the way I'm going, it won't even come out until 2025. But if I've got it written down in my planner today, and if I would just stick to a schedule, I could probably launch this thing in October maybe, or September. But I've just been so busy and tired, and when you don't feel, I haven't been feeling well either. And when you don't feel well, that is not a good time to record a podcast. It's not. This is not. I always want to do a reseller's plan. Oh, wait a minute. The planners were only for 3 months and were so expensive. Well, then they didn't get to use it because they were coming in March. I don't know. Did they have dates on them? I don't know. The people were just saying they weren't getting them until March, and they'd ordered them in the fall. What not kicked Vanessa off and keeps Voldemort? Yeah. That whole thing, I don't think it's. I don't understand. But as I figured, I'm not getting anything done, but that's okay. I'm enjoying talking to you guys. Again, if somebody wants to come in and help me, that would be great. Because what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up making a mistake. And I don't like to spread gossip. That's just not me. But I feel like when we talk about this person, we are not really spreading gossip. We are educating the reselling community, the new people that come in have never heard of her before, about what to look out for. And I would say that about other people too. There are other people out there who are scamming, and we know that. Um, Personally, I don't like to say their names, because Vanessa was very brave and she got away with it for a long time, bringing attention, to her scams, but it ended up biting her in the butt. But Vanessa always pulls through, and she has found another platform. So she's good. But I think she was a little panicked there for a while because that's her family's livelihood. She has 5 children, and I think one just graduated from high school. So, um, probably going to have to do college tuition and all that, and that's your family's income. That was taken away from her only just for educating the community. That's sad, but I couldn't do the kind of videos that she did. She was very, very brave. Hello, Roseanne Barr. Welcome back. It's good to see you here again. Yeah, I know. I know. And that's your opinion, and there are things that I have issues with, as well with her. But I don't know. Vanessa is VAD. VAD is red. But she hasn't been. She does a lot of Jamble videos right now because that's what she's into. But she had a lot of Poshmark there for a while. Then she had a lot of Whatnot videos. Um, any of her live streams dealing with NS are private. You have to pay for her like Patreon kind of thing to see those. There's only 2 of them. I got out of the Patreon because she quit putting them up there. It was my guilty pleasure, I guess, but I'm done with it. I'm done with listening to all that drama. It's toxic, like Roseanne said, and it's not good for me. So I quit listening to it. I got the information I needed, right? And I'm good. Always wondered where she came up with her name. Esme Vad is red. I'm assuming that it's her initials, but I don't know. Gossip is good sometimes. How else would you know? Yeah, and you know, it's kind of like watching reality TV. Only it's most of it is true. She keeps the kids out of it, which I appreciate. And you know, the language gets pretty bad, but I mean, she keeps the kids out of it. If anybody is in chat talking about the kids, she'll time them out. She didn't go for that, you know. Um, um, that was the other thing. She was Esme. If you're still here, she was accusing Vanessa. Listen to me. I'm telling you, I wasn't going to gossip, but I am. She was accusing Vanessa of telling followers where her kids go to school. And like I said, she keeps the kids out of it. So I remember years ago, I'm not going to say where they go, but she had videos and pictures of her kids. I'm not even going to say their names, at school, and said the type of school that the girl was going to. And everybody knows where Nicole lives. And there's only like probably one of those type of schools there. So it was very obvious where this kid went to school. So, and then she was saying, no, I didn't. I never told you people where my kid goes to school. Well, yeah, you did. I mean, because I thought, wow, that's a really neat school. That's really cool. Like I know she did. And so then I remember Googling that kind of school. I was like, wow, this is a nice concept because, I'm a Montessori teacher. So I like different ways of educating. And I thought, wow, that's really cool. And you could easily have looked that school up. So I don't know. Just a bunch of. Well, Tamara, I have coupons running all the time. I send them out. I send out 15 buyer groups a day. I send out 6 newsletters a day with coupons. Coupons are my jam. I would say probably 2/3 of my sales are with coupons. Yeah, information is appreciated. Voldemort herself talked about her kids at school. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. And I remember thinking, wow, this is a really cool school, glad you are able to send her to this school. So, all right. Next is that took 15 minutes for me to list that dress. It usually takes me 5. That's okay. I'm having fun. Okay, Old Navy kicker boot cut, 14 tall. So, Crystal, if you're watching later, I got a boot cut. I got several boot cuts. I was so excited. Normally I can't find them, and I'm being told that boot cut and flare are in, so I've been looking for them. But I sell straight leg and skinny all day long. I mean, I don't. Oh crud, this is one that doesn't have a draft yet. This is not good. 2/3, yeah. Yeah, you get my emails because I send 15 buyer groups out a day and 6 newsletters. Yeah. Hey guys, if y'all want to have some fun, go back to my live stream from Sunday night. I think Esme will agree with me. Go about 30 minutes in and listen to my eBay Nightmare on eBay Street. That was a fun show. It's about 30 minutes in. It was wild. I found a handful of YouTube resellers or are teachers. It makes total sense. Teachers or retail managers, they feel compelled to share and teach. I know. I wish I could keep this stuff to myself, but it's like, no, I have to show people. It is hard to list in chat. Anybody else listing? She wants to know if anybody else is listing. These are all drafted, but they're not put in my folder. Like, I'm just so many things going on here at once. Maybe I won't do these jeans right now. Every night I've been out there filling out these sheets. Okay, these are not drafted yet. So how can that be? How can that possibly be? I don't know. No, they're there. They're drafted. Okay, so something's wrong. I must try again. They're probably right there and I just missed them. Yep, I bet that's them. Guys, I'm telling you, I need a vacation. They They were right there all along. All right. Oh, they're messaging me from the office. Yeah, Bridget's always listing. That's all she does. And then she goes to Disney, which is a great payoff. It's who you are. It's a God-given role. Leadership, instruction, tutelage. I'm at my day job, so no, not listing. Sue says, I'm on vacation in Minnesota, but I might hit up a Goodwill for something small to list this week. Okay, Beth. Gotta go. Running late. Hope I didn't make you run late, Rita. Rita, tomorrow, if you're still here, tomorrow is Thursday. Call me. I hope you're still here. Yeah. Rita and I are overdue on the chat. And I think that's her day off tomorrow. All right. I'm going to try this again. I just wasted all that time looking for this pair. Kicker mid-rise. Yeah, you think it's hard to list and chat. It's hard to list and watch the chat. That's when it's like I'm sitting here doing this by myself and I'm like, I'd rather ship personally and do this than list and do this. You will call. Yeah, you're there. Source, list, pack, ship. That's all she does. And then she goes to Disney or somewhere else. I'm going to say she goes somewhere else too, but. So yeah, when I go visit Barry in September, he's going to take me thrifting so that I can write some of my trip off. And I'm just going to take an empty suitcase and fill it up with inventory so I can write some of my trip off. And actually, when I go to Austin this weekend, I'm going to go to the bins for like an hour just to see if I can write my mileage off. And I mean, I haven't done that in so long. Gone to the bins. I'm kind of not looking forward to it, but I'm hoping I can get some good jeans there at the bins. But I don't know. I'm only really doing it so I can write them. I mean, I drive right past the bins to get to my daughter's house. It's silly not to stop in, and get that mileage taken off. Not that it helped, but I need to make it more of a regular thing when I go see. I used to do that when I went and got appliance parts. It's not listing this item on Poshmark. I used to do that on a regular basis because I went to get parts for the appliances, and I always wrote 400 miles off every time I went. But okay, Poshmark is not loading for me the photos. So, not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. So that last one, that dress, did not get listed on Poshmark. I list on Poshmark on, what do you call it? Edge, Microsoft Edge, because on my Google, a lot of times it gets stalled. But now it's stalling on Microsoft Edge, so I don't know what the problem is. Another thing I do, I'm talking to Esme here, or any of you, but because we were talking about the boxes, right? In my jeans area, I have they're two boxes deep. So in other words, I have 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Wait a minute, that's not right. Okay, start over. Boot cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in one box. And then behind it, I have boot cut 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And then the next box, boot cut, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So when I'm looking on the sheet, when I have these, right, because my back has been bothering me so much, I don't want to have to pull the back boxes. So I put boot cut 54 as the number because I know that box is in front. So right now I'm filling up all the front boxes in my jeans section because I don't want to have to move boxes. I know that's kind of being lazy, but it's taking care of me. That's another trick I learned. If you know what's in your boxes that are in the back, on the back and on the top shelf and all that, you know what boxes those are. Don't fill them up with inventory. Fill other boxes first. Make it easy on yourself. That's what I do. And I don't know. Yeah, filling up the front boxes because I don't want to, and then when I pulled my shoulder out the other day, hell no, I didn't want to move boxes from the back to the no, I didn't want to do that. So okay, now we got another problem here. But I guess nobody really answered my question about the lighting kit, so I think I'm going to go ahead and buy that lighting kit today, guys. I didn't happen to notice when it gets delivered. Maybe I should look and see. If it's delivered tomorrow, I may just not do any photographing today. I may just wait till tomorrow. I got to get my nails done. This one nail broke all the way up at the top. Remember I told you guys I got my 4 fingers caught in the thrift store door and it broke 2 nails. Well, this one broke way in the middle and this one broke kind of up too. So what they did on this one was they put a fake nail tip on, and on this one they put all this stuff on there to make it stronger and stronger and stronger so it wouldn't break. Well, it finally broke, but thank goodness it's okay. But so tomorrow, because they're getting really long and I'm going to be holding the baby a lot and I don't want to scratch her, and so I'm going to try to go get, so they're going to have to put a fake tip on this one, and these things are too long. I can't, it's like you're trying to type with 4 long nails and 1 short one. It doesn't work. It's very, I put $24.99 on these jeans. Everything pretty much in my head starts at $24.99, and then I go, okay, is this cooler than the other ones that are out there? Then I up it. If it's got a flaw, then I take it down. And that's kind of how I price. I do use Parrot Peak sometimes, but my main starting point is $24.99. After I list this pair, ouch on the door, close on your finger. Yeah, yeah, because I was trying to get my shopping cart back into the thrift store. They have double doors. They have a pylon thing that you have to take out of the floor to get the cart through, because you're not supposed to take the carts out to the parking lot, but they let me. So then when you try to bring your cart back, you're trying to open 2 doors and get your, sometimes there's a nice person there that will hold a door, but a lot of times there's not. And my hand got stuck, and I knew I could feel it pop, but I didn't realize it was way up there like that until I got to the salon. And they're like, because it was painted, right? But I could feel it moving. And then when they took the paint, the nail polish off, and they're like, whoa, you got a problem here. I was like, yeah. Okay, let's see when they're going to deliver this light kit. Let me just go ahead and order this now. I may just bite the bullet. Oh, that scared me. This place keeps calling me. And I don't know who they are. They need to quit calling me. Okay, it's going to be coming Friday. So, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Just bite the bullet. Because obviously what I'm doing right now is not working. Wow. Can't believe I just did that. That's a big purchase for me. I don't buy things that are does $97.32 with tax and everything. So that means I gotta put it in my accounting book. I said today's the 7th, right? Oops. $97.32. Wow, you know, that reminds me, I didn't do my May accounting. Oops. That's what happens when you leave it off of your list, right? And then I gotta save this as a PDF. Esme, is it storming where you are? Because we were supposed to have thunderstorms today, weren't we? Okay, preview failed. I can't remember what today is. It's weird. All right, it's ordered, guys. I will report back on how that worked for me. Hopefully it was a good purchase. And Carol, if you're watching later, thank you so much for the recommendation. I didn't even wait for you to send me photos because I trust that if you like it, you wouldn't tell me you liked it if you didn't like it. So, if you don't have any windows in your office, I don't hear anything, but yes, rain was like 40%. The office is still messaging me. Hold on a second. Let me find out what I'm wanted for. This can wait. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. She may call. My message to her may be as clear as mud at this point. I don't know. How many people we got here? We got 8 people here. Would you hit the thumbs up, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Nobody made a sale yet, including me. I haven't made a sale yet either. Let's see what's going on here with offers to watchers. Tamara, I wish you and I could work together sometime. I'd have a private working hangout every week. I have a couple. Try to. Do you want to be on the, I don't know if you're still in here, Tamara, but if you want to be a part of the private working hangout, get a link every day. Anybody else who's in the chat that's not on my list, just let me know. I had one Monday. A lot of fun. I think. Oh, that was me. I'm reading my own response. Okay, guys. Well, I had it set to run for 2 hours, but I think I would get a lot more done since nobody else can come on today. I think I'm going to go ahead and go because I have the rest of this tub to list, and I have a whole bunch of inventory to put away. I really appreciate you joining me today. There will not be a Sunday shipping live stream because I will be coming back from out of town, but I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, don't forget to make a comment below if you're watching this at a later time, and hit the thumbs up. Until next time, bye.